So allow your ego to not have fear. Remove fear. Learn to be at peace with just being by yourself without having anything. The date is the 11th of November, 2021. It's Lee. Why is my hand like this? Why is it filled with paint? I was unable to sleep. Where does the story start? Let me start from the beginning. Yesterday was Friday. I'm working at 3:30. I knock off at 4:30 p.m. 3:30 p.m. I got a pull. Something was like, shut everything off. Shut everything off. Go to sleep. I went to sleep. Got up at around like 6, 6 to 7. And I was not able to sleep at all up until 2 in the morning. So at some point I did paint. I'll show you the painting. No, I won't. This is not about the painting. It's not about the painting. I'm not gonna show you the painting. So I painted my brother's wedding anniversary is like next week. So I wanted to paint them something and then also have flowers that I can give to them when I go for the pre-party. So I was like, okay, fine, I can't sleep. It's fine, I'll paint. I then went to bed at like 2:30-ish. Right. Wake up. The time is 6:12 right now. So I woke up at like 2:06 because I woke up and I just wrote the dream down. I wrote it down because I got it. And then after getting it, I woke up as I died in the dream. And then I like stayed up like I'm doing now. I'm in bed, but I'm up. I'm awake. Yes. Stayed awake. To rethink about this dream first. Right. I stayed up. And then I decided to go to the bathroom. On my way there, I was like, let me take my diary. All right, when I get in there, I started writing, came back. What was in the dream? I want to read it, but I don't want to read it. So let's not read it. I was outside. Child. I was outside with so I was outside at home and I had a housemate, right? Home as in my parents' house, even the layout inside was my parents' house, but I had a housemate, my housemate was there. Okay, I had a housemate. I don't have a housemate right now. I had a housemate and my housemate was there. There's a girl who looked like a girl who used to be my friend, who is very spiritual as well, who I've been thinking of a lot as well. So we there, I just came in and then somebody starts screaming, one of my little brothers, come sit, something like that. We ran outside, we seen them coming. The sky is becoming dark faced. As in the blue sky was becoming gray. Not the planes covering the no. Before the planes even got to like this place, the planes are there. This place is turning and becoming gray. We see that flip. It's going down. My dad runs to the outside. I run into the house. I get my housemate. Somebody was speaking some trash about her. At some point earlier, it felt that way. Like the way I started having so much affection towards this girl. It was incredible. Like coming in, my mission that day was to tell this girl that I appreciate her. So I ran to the main bedroom. She was in the main bedroom. She was sitting down, like fixing some things inside the closet. I'm like, girl, listen here. I am so grateful and thankful to have you in my life. I appreciate every single moment that I have with you. I know it's not perfect, but I love you. I love you. Okay. You mean a lot to me. You're an amazing person. All right, as I say that, my little brother's crying when he runs outside. We all ran out too. And it was at that moment, like I just saw him run while I was speaking to my friend. I just became mute. I could not hear shit. Actually, I mean, deaf. Deaf is when you can't hear. Mute is when you can't talk. I could talk. Trust me, I was moving my lips because I was so anxious. Like, what's happening? Why can't I hear? Oh, flip, it's the end. It is the end. That's the reason I can't hear. I'm like, trying to talk. I can't hear myself. I know what I'm saying, but I cannot hear myself. My mama was there. My mom was like, what's going on with you? What are you saying? We running outside. These planes are nearby. My dad tells me that don't worry, the animals are outside. They're ready. What animals were outside? What animals were ready? Amphibians. My daddy had amphibians. He had giant amphibians ready, stashed somewhere, ready. So there are crocodiles, there are hippos, there are turtles out there. They are in like armors and stuff. They are huge. They are in chains. Obviously, I guess it because he owns them and their information. They are ready to protect us. Okay? I can hear shit. I cannot hear nothing. So, at some point, as we run out, there are this, you see those World War-ish balloon looking like the Asian planes, man. Those are what's passing by. They are gray, dark gray, like charcoal gray. Yes, that's the color. That is the color. I've been looking for this color. Like I've been trying to understand how I could best explain. They are not black. They are not like they are dark gray. They are charcoal. They are passing by the bombers, the World War bombers. They passing by on the top. The sky is having flashes in it. There's like some lightning vibes going on in there. I would not know what's happening because I could not hear it. If there was really lightning, I could see, but it looked animated though. It looked clear. It didn't look like lightning. I'll tell you that much. It looked like lightning when it's really angry, when there's like a hailstorm. Yeah, it looked powerful, but it looked like it just played in the sky. It wasn't about to come down for nothing. It was just like, for sure. Oh, what if? Okay, no. Let's stick to the dream. Um, so they passed, right? I'm out here trying to figure out if other people cannot hear nothing. It looked like they are comfortable. So it made me think that maybe it's a me thing. It looked like they are very comfortable. It looked like it's a me thing. It's a me problem. Why's my scarf on my neck and not my hair? I don't know. And so they passed, right? I'm in the house. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It felt like when the switch turned off, right? It went. Have you seen? Yeah, like that's the explanation I'm looking for. Have you seen in movies when they drop something dramatic into soil? Yeah, into soil. It goes, and even the soundtrack just goes. That's what happened. It just went, child, and I lost the sound. So for me, it felt like, shoot, the water in my ear is out. Like I don't have what's supposed to give me balance. The water in my ear is out. And I'm trying to understand it. So in my head, with that mentality, I'm thinking, flip, let me just in my hand and put those babies in my ears. So that's exactly what I did. I put my spit in my ears. You know, like how Jesus put spit on that man's eyes and the man could see. That was the analogy that I was given at that moment. Put spit in your ears. Heal yourself. I did that. It didn't work. So my brother ran out as I was busy with that situation. So my youngest brother ran out of the house. I ran after them, that little person. I ran after him. I ran right after him, and then um these the balloon thing were gone. Now behind them, the sky was clear, but it was still like dark. It was still gray. It was still gray. Behind them were the military helicopters, you know, were the ones that they opened the trunk, dropped the bomb, tapper vibe. But it can like still land on a school during runs for the military. Like, cause I grew up in a school where it was also a base for military, so I used to see like those planes a lot. Those ones, but then they were not like the ones I used to see. They were like green camouflage, you know. These ones, they were also charcoal gray in color. They were passing. Tell me why each and every one was dragging behind it a huge box of sausage rolls, pie. Tell me why that was the case. Tell me. So what I'm saying to you is, right? The message that I got from it, okay, and then I presume, head exploded. I died because the ear situation was just taking over at that point. Something is going to happen soon. Something from in the sky, we might get covered up in a cloth. That might happen. That might be the situation. We might get covered up with a cloth and have to depend on the system. Okay? Because there's no sky now. It's just a black gray sheet. Now plants are not gonna grow and whatever, whatever, whatever. Be friends with your neighbors. Be friends with animals. Be friends with your friends. Make friendships, make relationships, make stable relationships because you're gonna need people. We're gonna go into survival mode, and that's okay. We're gonna go into survival mode. If you learn now how to stop living in survival mode with people around you collectively, then when shit starts to happen, you're going to be able to discern and say, okay, fine, I can see what is happening. At least me and my family and my friends and my animals, we still well kept, we still good. Okay. So you might lose your senses. I lost my sense of hearing. I was not allowed to hear the chaos. Shut the chaos out. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. And even if you try to undo it, sometimes, even if it wasn't done, but you will see things that you do not understand, and you will not hear things. What if that was a message? You will not hear things. You will have to shut the chaos out. You will see the chaos, but you will have to shut the chaos, I'm sorry, out. All of it. Good and bad. You'll have to shut everything out. You'll have to be in a bubble, but you will be able to observe and see everything that is going on. You might have to die. Dying is not a bad thing. Don't be afraid of it. You might have to unalive, So it might not even be that you as a person physically so that is happening. It might just have to be a case of every single thing that you know is wiped out and you're starting from a clean slate. An alignment practically just means that you're getting an opportunity to start a new book. And in other people's lives, you're getting an opportunity to start a new chapter. Those people might go through a new chapter now because you are no longer part of the book. You are a character in their book that is no longer around. So, what I'm saying is, watch out if you have roaches and stuff. Insects coming into your life. You're gonna have a lot of insects coming into your life. Then you're gonna start getting your gifts. They're gonna start talking to you. They're gonna start showing you things. Accept them. Accept them. Do not attach. Okay. Also, do not attach. Do not attach. Allow your ego because your ego becomes fragile when it's scared of losing things. Human beings have been now programmed that for you to be a certain person, you must have this and this and this and this and this. You don't need to have everything. Be willing to lose. If COVID-19 did not teach you that you are dispensable, like your job can tell you now that you out. If COVID-19 did not teach you that, and you have to learn to survive without it, if COVID-19 didn't teach you that, well, I'm telling you that they can let you go tomorrow because of numerous reasons. You could wake up tomorrow without certain senses that then warrant your job to not need you. And that if you are holding on to specifically mainly just your job, then be willing. Be willing. Do not be scared of losing it. Be willing to walk away from things that do not serve you. Address them first, because at the moment, I think that's also what I'm doing with my job. I'm in my bubble right now with my job. I'm shutting the chaos out. I could go to people and be like, you said this, but this is not this, and this is not this, but this is this. I could do that, but I'm shutting up. I'm quiet about it. I'm observing and I'm cutting the chaos out. I am going to I'm going to put spit in my ears, and like Jesus, I'm going to allow the chaos to start, and I'm going to open my mouth in due time. In due time. All of this is going to happen now. The reason why I say it's going to happen now is because my younger brothers, they are still of that age. So within the next 5 years, within the next 5 years, I didn't see much of my younger brother. I saw much of my youngest brother, and he still seemed in the state that he is in now. Even my younger brother still seemed that way in parts that I saw him. So let's say this is a period of like 2 to 3 years. In 2 to 3 years, this is gonna happen. It might not happen collectively for everyone. It might happen for you as an individual. You're gonna have a clouded situation where people are now in control of things. And if you are holding on to everything, then you're in trouble. So allow your ego to not have fear. Fear. Remove fear. Learn to be at peace with just being by yourself without having anything. Learn that because it's about to get rough. Look at this video going to a longer time. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm sorry, child. Yeah. Do not be afraid of death. Do not be afraid of losing everything. everything. When I say everything, do not be afraid of losing your job. Do not be afraid of losing your house, your car. Do not be afraid of losing your family. Start taking measures now and making sure that should loss occur, it's not something that's going to highly affect you. You know, you're going to be unbothered by it. You're going to acknowledge the fact that I am a human being. Human beings are species. Species evolve and adapt. I will evolve and adapt as well. I will grow from the situation. Do not sit in it and be like, oh, you know. So, yeah. Let's go, Lee. Please leave a like and subscribe. I know that this is the beginning of a journey for me and my my little episodes where I tell you what they tell me. Spread love and peace.